Because of the pandemic, the search for entertainment was at an all-time high because of the limitation of face-to-face interactions. Everything from performances to video games and esports has been happening online. Since the pandemic, some of these entertainment industries have gained the attention of everyone. But are those the end-all, be-all of entertainment, or are we forgetting about something? Well, if we forget about it, it's probably not important, right? Hello everyone and welcome to free informational entertainment from Crypto Cash Out. Just like what I said, this video is for information purposes only. What we say in this video should not be taken as a piece of advice and is only aimed to inform you about the topic. We are not financial advisors and we don't claim to be experts in the field. What we can advise you on is for you to do your own research and keep tabs on the updates on Theta coin. Now that we have said that, let us head on to the video and learn about Theta. Again, video games have played a crucial role in the pandemic to keep people entertained. However, not everyone is a gamer due to different reasons. No gaming rig, not much of a gamer, and many more. So with that, they turn to something in order to be preoccupied and not get bored during the pandemic. And one of those solutions is with videos, movies, and shows. But with streaming services like Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, and now the emerging popularity of Disney+, streaming services are trying to send more and more videos to the people, but the people can't keep up. This causes lag, and for that we head on to Theta Network. Like every other cryptocurrency, Theta wants to complete their company goal and solve a problem that crypto users face. For them, the problem is the lag people feel when using streaming services such as Netflix. If you're familiar with commercial delivery networks or CDNs, they are connected network operators that work together with all the world to distribute video streaming on the internet. However, there are CDNs that are unable to keep up with such high-quality streams, especially with higher quality videos available such as 4K with 60 frames per second. There are videos that are harder to stream because of how much bandwidth you need to watch them. One factor of this is because of geographical limitations. But with Theta Network, a community of people from around the world are more than willing to donate their unused bandwidth and other resources so that the people who buy those bandwidths can enjoy a better quality streaming of videos. Because there is more bandwidth available for users, there will be a better quality of videos for them and less buffering happening for them. The foundations of Theta Network were written and laid on a white paper made by Silver.tv way back in 2017. Over 5 years ago, the idea for the network was born. It was later named to Theta.tv when it was closer to its launch. Mitch, Liu, and Ji Long were the founders of Theta Labs. Before founding Theta, Liu already had plenty of experience in the video game industry before. Long also had plenty of experience before founding Theta, but he has more influence on the academic and patent knowledge of the company. If those backgrounds don't impress you, they have consultants and advisors. One of their advisors is the co-founder of YouTube and the other is the co-founder of Twitch. Both of those are considered to be the biggest video streaming services available on the internet. Theta works in much more complex ways than how some would imagine. The whole network is powered by 3 groups of nodes: Enterprise Validator nodes, Guardian nodes, and the Edge nodes. The first group of nodes is the Enterprise Validator nodes, and they are the companies who are staking Theta coins so that they can process transactions on the network. Validators nodes include big brands such as Google and Samsung. Next up, we have the Guardian nodes, and they are the users that platform work to make sure that the validator nodes propose transaction blocks that are accurate. Now, the last type of node in the Theta network are those that we mentioned earlier, the people who share the bandwidth to other users. In return, these people get T-fuel. With that, of course, Theta works with a different and modified type of Byzantine fault tolerance or BFT. BFT is a POS governance mechanism that ensures that computers that are running in the network are in sync with each other. This type of POS makes it so that both validator and the guardian nodes participate in the consensus. The first step, a group of 10 to 20 validators provide the first level of consensus so that they can decide quickly. Once they are done with the validators, they are passed to the guardian nodes which are driven by the community. Of course, both of these nodes are required to stake coins in order to have nodes, and if you are guardian, then you are required to have less coins than the validators. The ratio of coins for the enterprise validators to guardians is 1 million to 1,000. Now for video streaming, there is an off-chain resource-oriented micropayment pool that is specifically developed in the network for that purpose. With that, a user is allowed to create their very own micropayment pool that allows other users to withdraw from it using off-chain transactions. If there are malicious users that will try to get their way in the network, Theta network will pull an Uno reverse card and benefit from their attacks. They do this by randomizing where the data will be transferred. And of course, because there are nodes, the network will do something in order to incentivize the nodes. The network will reward the nodes contributing to the network with their native token, Theta. Now the coin has multiple uses apart from the rewards. It can be used for staking as an ROI, tipping content creators, used for campaigns on the Theta network, or as a governance token. They also have a second token which is T-Fuel, which is a more accessible coin because even the Guardian and Edge nodes receive it. It also has a larger supply. But of course, we all know what you guys are here for, the main token. So, with that, let's not dive in too deep with T-Fuel. All you need to know is the price right now, and it is currently at $0.20. Now back to the main coin. Back in the early days of the coin, it was token running on Ethereum. In March 2019, all the ERC-20 Theta was converted to the native token of the Theta mainnet as the network was created with a blockchain. It circulates in different ways. One is by catching nodes that earns tokens for catching and relaying video streams to other viewers. It can also move around through engagement rewards from advertisers to people who want to earn. These tokens they earn can also be used to gift their favorite content creators and influencers. At the time of writing the video, the coin is valued at an okay-ish price of $3.78. In terms of recent performance, it has been on a steady rise for the past couple of days, more on the green based on the graph from coinmarketcap.com. It has a market cap of about $3.8 billion. And remember earlier that we stated multiple ways the coin can circulate in the network. This causes the coin to have a 24-hour volume of just over $460 million. There's also a circulating supply of 1 billion, which is the current max supply of the coin. Now in terms of the price prediction, there are forecasts that put their full trust that the coin will do well in the future. However, there are also those who think the coin will do well but with major dips in between. One such forecast is from the website tradingbeast.com. For them, they believe the coin will end the year at $2.88, which is lower than the price today. But they will quickly regain ground and rise in the next following years again with dips in between. By 2025, they predict the coin to be valued at $7.62. For the website priceprediction.net, they believe the coin to average over $4.18 this year. The price will more than double in 2 years' time for a price of $9.25. By 2025, the coin is expected to be at $19.34. Wait long enough, and you can see the coin to be averaging around $78.25 by 2030. Obviously, they are really bullish on the future of Theta, but of course, they have the potential to do so. The prediction is also backed and vouched by digitalcoinprice.com, who is also bullish on the coin, but not $70 kind of bullish. This year, they predict the coin to average just shy of $5. By 2025, they see the coin to do well at $7.42. In 2030, the coin is expected to be at around $17.45, which is still pretty good for them. This means that if you buy 100 Theta coins now, that will cost about $380. If you wait and hold it until 2025, those coins will be valued at a minimum of $762 based on Trading Beast to a price of almost $2,000. Assuming that the predictions are correct, the 100 coins you have now will be worth at the range of $1.7 thousand to $7.8 thousand. This is a huge growth and a lot of gain is expected assuming that everything goes well for them. But of course, Theta is far from the perfect network. It also has its own struggles and criticisms. The major and the one thing that people really point out with Theta is the monetization for the users is very limited. What I mean by that is that Theta is only giving back a fraction of the users who provide bandwidth. In addition to that, the deposits the users make in the network are non-refundable. Despite that, life is still good for Theta and they have a lot of plans for their future. Most of their plans are set to release this year or before the year ends. They plan to release a new token that will use for NFT liquid mining, governance, and rewards. This token shall be called T-Drop. They also have plans to have cross-chain bridges to connect with Ethereum blockchain. They also announced a beta on an NFT-based video platform with a P2P video delivery. In addition to future plans, they are also back with multiple companies in partnership partnerships that keep on pushing so the ship won't sink. Partners include MGM, Lionsgate, World Poker Toru, Line, Clay TN, and Pandora.tv. Like what was said during the intro, video games and other mainstream entertainment mediums have been booming in popularity since the start of pandemic. This is caused by the need of people to have fun. And again, video games have been the go-to place for people who want to have fun. Because of the influence and popularity of video games, it has been in collaboration with another industry that has been booming in the past few years. Of course, we are talking about cryptocurrencies. However, there exists a thing called the digital divide, and it has been a bane of people who want to be gamers but just cannot. Digital divide happens when there are people that lacks the device to enjoy technology. That is why it is important for people to find ways to be entertained, especially during the pandemic. And that is why people turn to streaming services where they can also earn, such as with Theta. Hey! You made it this far into the video, which means you really like our videos, so be sure to leave us a like if you want to support the channel. Also, subscribe to our channel so you won't miss an upload from us like the latest video we uploaded, which is about Harmony 1, so definitely check it out. Subscribing is free and it takes you only a couple of seconds to do so. Please consider subscribing. Comment down below what you are most excited for with Theta Network and your thoughts about the video to win a shoutout giveaway. That is all from us today. Thanks for watching, and as always, have fun cashing out!